back to my YouTube channel. My name is Melvis and I am your girl with the curly hair. Very excited to be back here on this installment, and today I just want to talk about my journey into tech. And before we do that, if you are new on this channel and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, turn on the notification bell so that you're the first to know each time I put out content. Last two videos that I've posted have been very interesting. Just want to say, if you're watching this video and you've not yet watched the previous videos on physical intimacy, dating, Christian context, please go back and watch it. I do feel like those videos were very insightful. There's a lot to learn from them. If you're a Christian, you're single, go back and watch those videos. So yes, my journey into tech, it's been very interesting. So I am AWS certified. And if you don't know what AWS is, it's Amazon Web Services. Amazon, right? Yeah, Amazon AWS, if you get what I mean. But I am AWS certified. It's been quite a journey, and I just want to share like my journey into tech, where this all started. I feel like maybe there are people here who are looking to venture into tech, or just my journey would inspire you. If you want to get into tech and you don't know what to do, you don't know where to start from, you are new to the field. I sometime in November of 2023, I wanted to get into tech, and that's not a field that I've been in before. I've never ventured into it. So when I moved to the UK, I was looking into courses and what I can do for somebody who has no previous tech background. And I was just like, what can I do? What is easier? What can I start with? What will get me a job? Because at the end of the day, you don't just want to do a course, but you want to find a course that will land you a job. And so I did my research. My friend and I, Hani, shout out to her, both wanted to venture into tech, so we spoke about it and we're just looking into courses. And then she found like a platform that teaches like tech courses and stuff like that, and I reached out to them, and I was just like, I wanted to do cybersecurity because that's something I've always been very passionate about. And just because I did a bit of that in my undergraduate, I feel like that's something that I want to do, especially because you would always need cybersecurity. Like, cybersecurity is always a thing. It never goes out of date, right? So I knew that I wanted to get into cybersecurity. So I reached out to this company and I was like, how much do they pay for the course and things like that? How feasible it is for somebody who has no tech background? And they just told me that, oh, cybersecurity is a bit very broad, so maybe you might want to venture into something there. And they suggested ethical hacking to me. I did my research. I found it very interesting. Ethical hacking, I didn't know that it was difficult at the time like that. From what I understood, it was easier than going into cybersecurity as a whole, because cybersecurity is very broad and ethical hacking is a branch of cybersecurity. I did my own research and decided to start with it, and also just because I knew that penetration testing and all of that, you would easily get a job in the field. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I started with ethical hacking, and I did ethical hacking for I think 4 months or so. Guys, it's the most difficult thing ever. And to get into ethical hacking when when you're not into tech, when you're not a tech person, do you know what I mean? It's very difficult. It was so challenging, because talking about hacking basically, and the idea with ethical hacking is that you learn the tricks that hackers use, but you're on the white side. You learn it to protect companies, to protect people from hackers. So it needs a lot of, you're dealing with virtual machines, you're dealing with a lot of commands, thousands and thousands of commands, you're dealing with a lot of tools. And the person that trained me is Indian, and if you know Indians, you know that tech is their thing. And so what looks like is so hard for us is very easy for them, right? When he started teaching me, he assumed, because I told them that I'm new in this thing, so he needs to teach me from the perspective of this is somebody new to the field, but apparently they didn't understand that. So it was like he assumed that I knew a lot, the commands, everything. He was just showing me. Like, I did the course quite alright, but I knew that I needed a lot of extra studies on my own and things like that. Finally did it, and I've completed the course. There's so much that I learned from it. Yeah, I was very happy. And along the way, when I was doing that, another platform, shout out to it, from Cloud. They are the most amazing, the best platform that you can hop on to learn anything tech, like, because understand that 9 out of 10 of the people that come on that platform do not have a tech background, so they teach you like they are teaching a child. So I went on that platform because I wanted to learn I understood that if you want to be good in ethical hacking, you need to know Python, the programming language, you need to know Linux, and to learn networking. Voila, you need networking. You want to succeed in ethical hacking or cybersecurity as a whole. I registered on this platform because I wanted to learn networking and Python. Started it, I did that, I finished. On the way, because the platform mostly trains people in cloud computing, and when we reached the end of my Python journey, I had seen that if I could do ethical hacking, anybody that has done ethical hacking knows that it's so hard. And I was like, if I could do this, it means that I can actually venture into any other thing. I feel like because I have Christ, I can do anything. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Because I have the mind of Jesus, things that are difficult become easy for me. That's always the mindset I go in with, that I'm at an advantage because I have Christ. When other people are struggling, I cannot struggle as much, because he that lives in the inside of me is greater than he that is in the world. I'm preaching. When I finished that, I decided to venture into cloud computing. And if you don't know what cloud computing, I would just say that companies nowadays are trying to move into the cloud. So there is a need of trained people who can help them navigate their way in the cloud. AWS is one of the cloud providers, right? Amazon Web Services, they have services. So if a company is moving into the cloud and chooses AWS, the platform they want to use, they need trained people to be able to, who know the AWS services, help them navigate their way in the cloud. So I decided now that I was going to venture into cloud computing, and I chose AWS as the platform. So I've been studying cloud computing and AWS for a good, it was actually 6 months, but it took more than that because I did Python working. I started in November, December, and I finished sometime in October of 2024. So it's taken me a year to do that. I finished studying it and took my AWS, my certification exam, because it just helps you, it just validates what you know. If you go to uni, it's easier for you. But when you learn from platforms like that, another way that companies can really see that you know this thing, don't get me wrong, experience would always be, the person who has experience is 10 times better than you with a certification and no experience. So I feel like I know that when you get the certifications, it also helps you validate what you've studied. I sat in for the Solutions Architect Associate, and by the grace of God, I am AWS certified. I am a Solutions Architect Associate. Yeah. And that has to be one of the most difficult exams that I've ever written in my life. And a few people know my story when it comes to that. And so I'm very excited, from not having any tech background to being certified, just now navigating into finding my way in the tech space, learning other things, learning to continuously upskill. And so I feel like I just want to encourage somebody who wants to get into the tech field and you don't know where to start. Maybe cloud computing, for example, is a good place to start. That is something that would interest you, that you've been contemplating and you're like, you know what, I'm not sure I can do it. If I could do it, babes, you can do it. If I could do it, anybody can absolutely do it. You put your mind to it. It's not easy, it's not the easiest, but if you're dedicated, you're consistent, you put in the work, you will do it. And when you start earning the 6 figures, you will know that it was worth it. Amen. Amen. That is all I wanted to share with you guys today. I feel like people may have questions, other things that they want me to talk about concerning my tech journey, or if you have any questions, if you want to get into tech and you have questions, I'm very happy to do more videos. I'm speaking as well to people that want to get into tech, have questions, don't know where to look out for, don't know which courses they can do, know what they can easily get paid for if they do a course. If that is a question that you have, leave it in the comment section and I'll be sure to shoot a video and just talk more about it. That is all for the video today, you guys. If you're watching up to this time and you've not subscribed to my channel, know the drill already. Please subscribe to the channel and be part of this amazing family that I am growing here, and share the video. I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.